I am at Walmart today with our friend Minnie Mouse. And since Amberlynn Reid, since she announced her 100 days of weighing in May, which has now been replaced by a new 100-day challenge. But during that time, she has done approximately $1,000 worth of hauls. So I thought I would do a virtual $1,000 haul challenge here at Walmart. This would be assuming I had an extra $1,000 just to spend at one time, which I don't. But, you know, this is fantasy. This will be a mixture of practical items and items just for fun. We're near the first item here. I just gotta find it specifically. Okay, my first item, and this is on my to-buy list, although I think my neighbor's going to give me one, is a crock pot, because I like to cook beans, and when it's hot during the summer, it makes my entire apartment way too hot because they have to cook so long. So we are going to select the classic with removable stoneware at $26.94. I need a good quality can opener. So we'll select this Oneida at $9.97. Here in the canning section, I would get let me find them here. Okay, we would be getting another 3 dozen pint mason jars, and those were right around $9. So that's $27 there. You pick up some lids. It's $1.30. Okay, universal lids and rings for regular mouth jars. We'll pick up a couple of those at $2.32 a piece. Do need probably get some wide mouth ones. Okay, there we go. That's $3.28 or $3.38. So 27, 30, 31. About 31.70 there. We get a utensil set, so that brings it up to $38.70 plus 50. $39.10. A jar of pickle crisp. Let's see, we were at $39.10. So $44. $3 for some pickling spice. We'll call that $43 here in the canning section. Okay, that puts our total at approximately $43. Strike that, I meant $79. Again, in the practical department, I need a vacuum cleaner because mine has died. Actually, the motor still runs, but it doesn't have a belt and they won't sell the gear. So either one of these looks like it would do nicely. Slightly longer cord length on this one. So that's what the one I would pick. So we got $54 there. Minnie Mouse says, "Don't forget about me." Minnie Mouse was feeling left out, so she's included in this shot. I would like either this 8-inch cooling memory foam mattress, or if I can find a cooling topper, would be nice. Basically, because it's been really hot, and a cooling mattress would be wonderful to sleep on. That's $179. They do have a gel topper that is $125, which is $54 cheaper than the other one. But I think the other one is much better quality. Yeah, and you can't feel the surface on this one through the box, so we're going to stick with the $179 8-inch one. Continuing on our fantasy list, and I forgot to get poor Minnie Mouse. She will be mad at me if she doesn't get to ride the bicycle. Okay. Got a Huffy's bike, perfect fit. Looks like 7-speed. That would be perfectly fine. Kind of a cool retro lime green. So we're approaching right now right around $500. We have the next generation of yo-yo here, the Hyper Cluster. Oh. I don't see a price, so $14.97. I was just about to say it looks like it's probably about $15, so of course the toughest choice then would be picking the collar, and we'd probably pick this one because I just think it's the coolest looking one. I need at least one more fan, so we're going to pick this Lasco in purple for $17.88. Oops. Minnie Mouse likes being the star of the show. Okay, after the fan, we are in the vicinity of $587. That's just a rough total. I didn't add it up precisely. Now, because of my weekly weigh-ins here at Walmart, or every other week, I have come to like this Health-O-Meter scale, and it is $19.88, which is going to put us just over $600 on our fantasy shopping spree. Minnie Mouse weighs barely an ounce. I should have weighed her on a kitchen scale. A television is on our wish list. And actually it is something I plan on buying when I get back to work, but I find I have the best results with Emerson and RCA.
Did you have any questions, man?
Okay, I'm just talking to the nice salesman here in the electronics department, and they said they don't have any Emerson or RCA TVs. And I've had the best luck with those, particularly Emerson. I bought a Vizio from here when I moved into my apartment 2 years ago, and barely a year later I started having problems with it. Well, actually just over a year. So Vizio I will not buy anymore. Now I actually put this Pong on my Christmas list, but we're going to include that here in our fantasy shopping. We are also going to get the Space Invaders and the Pac-Man and the Asteroid. So 4 portable video games at $18.88. Brings us up to around $700. Okay, some more games for our fantasy. I could blow my whole budget right here in this section. But the Atari Flashback for $44.88. God, it's really tempting to add Burger Time, Galaga, and the Dig Dug here. Particularly the Galaga, but probably not the quality I really want. So we'll add the Atari Flashback. In our fantasy shopping trip, we are now approximately $755. Be adding a pair of shoes. Oops. To our list. This is almost identical to what I normally wear. I've got my steel toes on today. Although I kind of like the similar style with the gray and green. So, okay, so $24.97 for shoes, and the inserts I use are another $10, so we'll call that $34.97. And we need something for the kitty cats. I kind of like this tower one here. There's another tower one that's $60. But honestly, I like that one better, and I think my cats would have more fun on that one. So Cat Tower $46.47. We'd be at our $1,000 or just a hair over if they'd had the TV brand I wanted, but even in a fantasy shopping spree, I'm not going to buy anything that I would not want and use. Well, I normally go out for my premium seafood. We are going to add a couple of packages of lobster tails, $14.42 for 2 each. And we'll add, no, we won't, because those shrimp rings aren't very good. So $14.42 for 4 lobster tails. Okay, got around $130 still on my list. I would like a full-size Victorinox Swiss Army knife, but this is the only one they've got here. Little keychain one, but it does have scissors on it, which is one thing I love on my Swiss Army knives. Right now I've just got a El Chivo folding knife. We won't say what happened to my Swiss Army knives, that's a long story. So, okay, $11.60 there. We're not going to be too precise here on prices. I would actually also like to have a nice Gerber. And they got the small one and the big one. We'll go with the center drive one. That's $79. 80, 90, 90, 50 cents. So I got about $40 more to spend on a knife. And honestly, just because I've always thought these are cool and I've never had one, we'll add the Ontario knife with the leather handle for $34.94. So that's going to conclude my fantasy shopping trip to Walmart. It would have probably been a little different had they had the TV, but that's okay. Most of this stuff is practical. You know, even though the knives are a little bit of I want thing, I do use my knives quite regularly. I consider them an indispensable tool, so I do not consider that frivolous. I have an orientation to see if I have a job here in just under an hour. So I'm going to head to the exit here and go back and catch the bus. It's only about a 5-minute bus ride, but it would take about a half hour or so to walk it, and I don't want to risk being late, and it's a real high traffic area. Oh, what other excuses can I make? I've got a bus pass today, so I'm going to use it. I'll get my walk in when I get back to the library. There were a couple other things I would have liked to have added to the list that would have obviously changed it. Is if they carried MetRx, which is a nutritional drink, protein drink. It's more complete than just a regular protein drink. It's kind of expensive. Always liked it. I always actually mixed it warm, because when you had cool water it got pretty thick, and I never liked it that thick. Usually get the vanilla flavor and mix it with coffee. Occasionally I'd get the chocolate. I don't think I've ever had their mixed berry. Let's see. Yeah, they didn't have the full size or larger size Swiss Army knives like I'd like, but we just discussed that. And they didn't have the TV brands I liked, and so I think we will say adieu for now, and we will catch you in the next video.